Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
Also known as
Helen. I'll get used to this eventually.
And me, Banshee, also known as Barb.
And this one.
And you know, Easter may be over, but it's still Aries season, so my Rammy is still here. As we know, my birthday is just a week away now, 6 days away. 6 days! Woo!
So how's everybody doing tonight? Thanks for joining us.
Victoria. You know what? I know maybe because things have been rough, unhappy hours not appealing to you right now. But you know, we all got unhappy moments in life and they need to be dealt with.
But you know, somebody told us they were unhappy that they missed Unhappy Hour.
Oh.
Maybe they'll show up soon.
Okay.
It was on the comment.
Okay. Well, that's a disappointment for them. It was a great show, I thought, especially the collective reading we did at the end, like for the whole world. We did the elemental signs of the zodiac, but then we wanted to see what was hurting us collectively totally.
And it hurt so perfectly.
So I think it really did kind of fit what we're all facing. So at any rate, let's get on with this show. So I'll try to keep up with the chat as much as I can. I'm going to get the list as I have it out.
Yes, Violet's not here, so we are handling the list and the questions.
Out right now. Let me do that. All right, and we'll get the card for the collective going. I guess I'll use this Wackadoodle Colette Baron Reed, the Dream Weaver's Oracle today. I also have the Beltane Oracle with me here that I've been using. Whoa, well, maybe it's not meant to stand on there.
I know.
I don't know. Maybe I should have given you the book. All right. Mr. Thank you, Brigatti. Thank you for birthday wishes. I celebrate all month long, so don't mind me. And month by month, I mean the entire Aries season. That's my birthday. But my birthday is actually nearing and sometimes at the end of Aries on April 19th, which the year I was born, the sun entered Taurus the hour after I was born. So I'm literally as close to the end of Aries.
Were you looking for those?
As you can get. No, I was looking for the one that's down there.
Oh, okay.
You know, the one that Kara got.
Ah, that one.
Yeah, somehow it disappeared from here. Somebody dragged it off, which is good. They're playing with it. All right. I'm going to have you pick one, Mr. O. I was very mad at Shadow earlier. I still am. Shadow, because I had the door open, our banner was flapping around, and guess who had to pull it down? Guess who had to yank it and snag it?
Number 43.
And what does it say?
When the ones you need fly close. But it's not flies, it's bees.
Oh, aw. Oh, wow. This is about soulmates, important friendships and allies. Positive community. Help comes when it is needed. There are moments in life where you recognize the soul family you've chosen to experience life with. Often they feel so familiar. It's like you know you've traveled with them before. Some stay for a lifetime. You might find a true partner to commit to, or friendships that you grow old with through thick and thin. Some come into your life with wild passion, causing you to fall madly in love and think you have found the one true partner. When this type of relationship doesn't last, you end up heartbroken and confused. These situations are potent invitations to discover your patterns so you can heal and become a more expanded, healthier version of yourself. Don't withdraw and simply blame the other for your pain. No matter the outcome or the period of time it lasts, your connections are all meaningful. It's how we all learn to grow. It's how we find courage to be intimate, to change, and to discover who we really are. Right now, be grateful for the beautiful connections you have made in this journey called life. The universe knows the dream weavers pulled the threads of fate to draw you together, to explore what it means to be human, to have a heart, and to know love in all its forms. When the ones you need fly close, it's a reminder that love is here for you. Be grateful for the people in your life who make you feel safe and seen, and whom you can laugh with right now. They are all emissaries of the divine. Well, what a beautiful card, and it makes you really think about the people you surround yourself with, people who have supported you, and of course, those who have left us, for various reasons, and the lessons we've taken from that. Everything serves a purpose. And I'm always great, there are some maybe incidents in my life I wish I didn't have to go through. Some people I wish I maybe didn't meet somehow. But, all in all, I have to say, I realize it had to happen. And I became better because of all of this. The good, the bad, whatever experiences you have, learn from them.
All right.
That's what I have for everybody. It was a beautiful card. I do like this deck. Oh, help if I put it in the right box, wouldn't it? All right. All right, Mr. O, you see the list there.
Yes.
Do we have, it's Libra first. Do we get a
correct.
question from Libra?
Nope.
Okay, Libra, you are first, so why don't you go right ahead?
Did not see a question from Libra.
Did you double check? Yeah.
I'm double checking right now.
Okay. Hey, Libra. Well,
Okay, she did leave a question. What's coming towards me?
What's coming towards me? Okay.
Right.
We got it.
I'm glad I checked.
Thank you.
Yes.
And it's your shuffle.
Oh, we're doing that again?
Oh, we're not.
You're welcome.
I was suddenly regressing to unhappy hour. Where we both shuffled. We both take total responsibility for the cards in unhappy hour.
2 times as likely to be unhappy.
Well, hey, what's this?
I don't know.
Looks like the 6 of Wands to me. Upright. Gee, Libra. Looks like the Lovers upright. But they can't always be all upright. The 3 of Wands reversed.
In the Lenormand, we have the Moon. And the Snake.
Oh, for goodness sake.
I know, that's almost like tailor-made for an interpretation, right?
Well, gee, Libra, I was ready to tell you some good stuff here, and I'm still going to tell you some good stuff, but there is something wrong here. Let's take a look at this. I think, right now, I think maybe romantically, somebody is paying a lot of attention to you, or really, seemingly thinks a lot of you, wouldn't you say?
I'm noting that Victoria has just become our new violator.
Yay, Victoria, you're hired. No, I mean, at least for today.
Carrying the tradition of V. Sorry about that. Okay, what were you saying?
Well, I was saying that, it looks as though in matters of the heart, maybe perhaps somebody is really paying a lot of attention to you, really liking you for who you are, what you do. I think this is a sign of you being really front and center in somebody's eyes because of this Lovers card here. Now, I look at the rest of this.
I know, that's where the problems start.
This is where the problems come in. Now, I think maybe, even though they may think a lot of you, they just are having a hard time either expressing it or maybe deciding where things are going to go from here. I feel as though maybe they're concerned about you and how you feel about them. Maybe, I mean, I don't know. That's a betrayal, though, the snake, or at least some underhanded behavior. Is there a possibility here, though, that this person either has been betrayed in the past, and maybe this is what's playing into their inability to really want to commit to something long term? Are you following me on that?
I am a little bit. I also feel, to me, that whatever is wonky starts with this card. Because maybe the idea here is that, yes, there's something about being somebody's center of attention, but maybe it's not necessarily for the reasons you might expect. Maybe it's for something different. Different plans or a different idea there. I don't know. It's just how it strikes me there, especially because of the snake and the moon sort of pointing to something either mysterious and or deceptive.
It's such an interesting reading, Libra, because on the one hand, there's a lot of love here. I mean, we have the Lovers, we have this. I feel like this is being the center of somebody's attention, but that can also be something in the realm of goals, projects, things that you are being noted for in the workplace. So we have 2 wand cards.
Well, it's choices too, right? So maybe
it can be choices, but I just had this feeling it was love this time because also the moon can be love or romance. It can also be employment.
Well, maybe this is also saying then that at some point in this consideration, plans need to change, or plans are going to be scaled back or altered somehow. And maybe it's because of changes going on.
So I wonder if there's 2 things going on here. This was a question of what's coming towards you, right? So I can't help but wonder if there's something positive happening in one of these departments and something happening negative in the other. In other words, right now you have to look out for maybe some underhandedness or betrayal in the workplace, or with romance, or vice versa.
Well, more likely than not, it's about people interactions that could be in the workplace or within the relationships too. So this could, point to just some fertile ground in all of those areas. It is coming towards you. I don't feel that they necessarily correlate, but I do feel that maybe there is some point for why we're seeing the varied ideas.
Why we're seeing the duality here is maybe both of these areas of your life are going to be front and center. That you have to pay attention to what's going on in your workplace, anything going on behind the scenes that could affect your employment in some way, also possibly in your relationship. But if you're feeling very solid there, I would say to you right now that it just seems as though this person may seem to have a hard time making a long-term commitment, but I feel they think really a lot of you, and that's why I feel the Lovers is here. So I have to tell you, I think we've just got to give you it like we see it, and I think it's a mixed bag. Are you going with that too, pretty much, or are you leaning one way?
I would say it is a mixed bag. I still get the feeling like maybe it's just about choices in general that aren't necessarily relationship, but maybe have a strong degree of emotionality, want, don't want, trying to sort that out.
I guess I go back and forth with the Lovers because the Lovers can definitely be about love and romance, As long as I've been reading tarot, the Lovers has been about that, but the Lovers is about duality and choices too. So it's just depending on the feeling I get from the cards. And I don't know, when I saw this one, I just thought, you are really shining in somebody's eyes romantic.
Right, and wands do talk towards growthful things and maybe personal relationships, but not, and actually passionate things too, things that we're passionate about.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, Libra.
It's a mixed bag a little bit.
Keep a good, sharp check on both these areas of your life. And that's what we have for you this time.
And it looks like Moonlight, Christine, and someone else dropped in. Kara.
So
hey,
who came
Kara.
first? I know Moonlight
So
came first.
Kara was unhappy
Oh, wait,
because
Lily
she
came
missed
in
the
too.
unhappy hour. Yes. Well, Victoria put Lily on the list, so I
Okay.
didn't think I had to mention that again. Hi, Lily, too, though. Thank you, Victoria.
Victoria, are you keeping this list? Holy moly. Yo, you're stuck here for the rest of the show.
Yeah, we have ways of making you cooperate.
Oh, my goodness.
No,
hey,
no.
so who are we up? Who's up? Who's up? Okay.
You tell me, List Master.
It's a Pagati.
Ah, the bill's in the mail. Yes, there you go. And Vicky has joined us too. Hi, Vicky. We will put you on the list. Yes, I got that question, Pagati. I'm going to look at it now.
Oh, hi, Vicky. Glad you made it.
What are the obstacles in your professional and personal growth right now? What could you do to overcome them? All right, so I'm going to use the Star Spinner Tarot.
We'll try to make sure everybody's on the list because I'm not sure.
Of the order.
Yeah.
You used to be so good at keeping it before.
Well, you've
Violet.
distracted me.
Oh,
Yeah, I
it's
used to do it
my
on
fault.
paper, not on here. And I never posted it, which was bad. Bad of me.
Simpler times.
Christina's here too. Okay, the list is
Yes,
up to
I
date.
mentioned
I
that
see.
earlier too, and I already put down that she wanted a general.
Hey, where's Kara though? Kara came in too. Hey, Kara. I think you came in after Christine. Sunny is here.
So Pagani asked, what exactly are the obstacles in their professional and personal growth right now, and how can they overcome those?
Professional and personal growth? Okay. Do this.
And our first card is the reversed Eight of Wands.
Ooh.
Then we have the Page of Swords, which is upright. And then we have the Devil reversed. And let's pull that back a little bit.
All right, hang on. Let me get this. Oh. Well, it's an odd combination too.
The Broom and Whip. And the Bouquet.
Ah, these cards today. Are you on my wand? Sunny.
So things may be really sluggish. The obstacles may be that things are really slow for some reason. And I think this is applying more towards career stuff. But I think like things are really slow, or there's no motivation for some reason. Maybe it's because you're not liking the opportunities there, perhaps. The Page of Swords suggests to me that maybe there's a little bit of polishing that needs to happen with you in regards to your resume, how you're presenting yourself. So some of that could just be things like your personality and also how you appear to them. That maybe this is saying you have to find ways to suit the particular kind of job you're trying for, or the situation you're trying to be in. This in general could not apply as much to maybe your personal, other than just sort of being tactful and diplomatic in all your relationships. Then finally, the Devil reverse, though, is interesting because I think it's talking about maybe letting go of things that inhibit you, that maybe there are things that you don't realize it, but are sort of inhibit your ability to project your personality or project yourself more into those things you want for creating, your appearance or how you present yourself in jobs.
Well, Pagati, as I see it here with that Eight of Wands reversed, sometimes the Eight of Wands reversed talks about allowing your energy to be depleted on things that, I don't want to say are a waste of your time, but maybe you could be putting, that energy into something more growthful, and you're talking about your personal development here, So how I think time management and what you really are choosing to put your energy into is something you need to think about here. When I look at, and that could also go for any jobs or career things that you might be applying for, that, don't waste your times on things that are beneath you. Don't try to go way above you, try to really be where you're supposed to be now, I guess, is what I want to say. And I agree with Mr. O on the Page of Swords here. The Page of Swords is about communication a lot. And so if it's not your resume, if you're having problems really showcasing your talents or skills or your confidence in doing interviews, then that could also be a problem, as well as, beefing up the resume. So I would, take a look at that too. And what kind of message are you communicating to prospective bosses, okay? So, or businesses that you want to work for. And then finally, the last card, the Devil reversed. Yeah, I think here, again, I'm going to side more with Mr. O on this one and say that you really need to I wanted to say something else about this. Just popped into my head. Mm-hmm. I want to go back to the Page of Swords a minute. The other thing about the Page of Swords is, it's a thinker. Page of Swords is a thinker as well. And so you may have to think a little bit outside the box in what you're doing presentation-wise, Really look at things maybe from a different light. Maybe even talk to some people in the field you're interested in and ask them for help or advice. You could do that. And I feel here that, yes, with the Devil reversed, this is a time for you to really pay attention to the things in life that are holding you down, holding you back, whether they're negative voices inside of you saying you'll never get what you want, you're not good enough, whatever, let that go. Let the negative talk go. Free yourself from self-doubt and go into everything that you try for with confidence. And if you don't get it, you don't get it. There's no beating yourself up over this. There are so many people looking for jobs right now. So I would not worry about the fact if you don't get it. It's not your fault. Go out there and keep trying.
I think the other thing I wanted to mention, Pragati, too, is that some people who find that they need to create the better impression, for interviews, resume, etc., practice mock interviews. See if you have a friend or person who can pretend that they are the place you are going to, and you pretend you're interviewing with them. You'll have to prepare a script, you'll have to do things like that, but actually try to dress in the manner you would dress, try to present yourself, try to get feedback from your friends or whoever's doing this. Maybe you can even ask somebody who is more professional, who maybe isn't a friend, but somebody, if they could ask to critique your interview skills or things like that too, how you present yourself.
Practice. We have a lot of things now where we could just sit in front of a camera and film ourselves and watch what we do and see how we come off, and make a list of questions for yourself and act like you are answering an interview. There's so many ways we can now, better work on our skills. Now, the bouquet and the broom is kind of an odd combination here. I almost feel like it's just an admonition to you that sometimes just because a job or something really looks good, it may not be worth your time or while. So make sure whatever you're doing out there, whatever you're going for, is really truly going to be what you're going to be happy with. Because things can look really good, but ultimately you'll realize, I don't want to be here. I want to sweep this out of my life.
It could be an indication that maybe something quick might come up, but you may not stay there long. So you have to judge whether or not you want to take that chance. You may know that from the start, or you may not. But you may want to look at certain things that sort of present really quickly and too good to be true. There's an American saying, it probably is too good to be true.
Yes. So that's what we have for you. I hope that helped a little bit, Brigatti.
Thank you, Brigatti.
Hi, Mo.
And Mohaha has made it back to us.
Yep.
I know they dropped in earlier at the unhappy hour.
Yeah.
All right, and it's your cards.
It is.
And it's Jennifer.
It is.
And let me see, did Jennifer have a question? Is Jennifer wasting their time with Pisces?
Oh, okay.
That was Jennifer's question. All right, let's go.
Well, I am sorry Toby's sick again, Victoria. Scruff on Twitter is sick
You're
too.
welcome, Brigatti.
I'm worried about poor Scruff Cat. The reformed stray.
Yeah, we're sending a little energy for Scruff.
Yeah, and for Toby now.
And Toby too, yes. And all the kitties of the world, yes. Yes, I saw that earlier. I hope he feels better, Toby. Make us worry.
All right.
Oh. Team Toby. That sort of sounds alliterative.
Okay, it's the Six of... What is with the Six of Wands lately? We've been getting it in a lot of readings. It's reversed.
Oh.
And so is the Ten of Cups reversed.
Oh. Hmm.
And the Sun is reversed. Oh my goodness. So how is this question worded again?
I'm sure we have you on the list, Vicky.
I'll look.
Victoria will fix it.
Am I wasting my time with Pisces?
Right. And this one was the Sun.
Reversed.
Okay, so that tells something for sure. Then, of course, we have the Mountain and the Tower. And, of course, that's the Tower from Lenormand. So it's not exactly the same as Tarot's Tower, but...
This is a tough one. You might be wasting your time with the Pisces. And I feel here that, is the Pisces kind of fluffing you off? I mean, I kind of wonder about this when I see the Six of Wands reversed. Do you feel like you're not getting attention, or it's hard to get attention or get them to commit or to tell you how they feel? Maybe you don't feel like appreciated. That's the Six of Wands reversed.
Right, and I feel that way too.
And then we have the Ten of Cups reversed, which indicates to me that there seems to be some problems here. Maybe if you're not having outright conflicts, there may be some differences that are kind of big, you know?
Well, I'm actually wondering, Jennifer, does this person possibly have their own family problems, either family problems with relatives or something that makes their home life or that sort of sense of home life insecure for them, and that maybe they're really sort of divided in their attention somehow? Just a thought.
Hey, Sal.
Hi, Sal.
Victoria's going to wonder why she took this job.
I know. No pay, bad hours, some fringe benefits.
We have, yes, you know, who knows? Okay, so the 10 dispels like bad news almost, you know, like this isn't going to end well. I hate to say that. And then I see the Sun reversed here, and, you know, the cards are just not with you today on this question. So this is
certainly
acting
could be a
like
today thing, but yeah, it looks, you know,
there's
pretty...
delays, there's disappointment, there may be some depression. So I just...
Another reason why I asked about maybe their own situation, you know, family problems of their own, is because I see the Tower and the Mountains, and the Tower relates to institutional things. So I'm wondering, like, do they have mountainous struggles, problems, other things that distract them from being able to commit fully to a relationship? Is it their work? Is it their health? Is it a family situation? So I wonder if maybe a part of it is that maybe intentions are okay, but they just have other things and they can't really find themselves moving towards a relationship. But maybe, they're misleading you somehow, or they're not giving you the right, signals here.
Well, it's funny. They may be using the work as an excuse for obstacles. When I saw that Lenormand, I was going in a different direction, but I definitely see why Mr. O went that way, because that can be about a workplace. I also think it could be about legal things, legal proceedings, such as marriage or, a commitment like marriage, and there's trouble there. And so one way or another, something is causing trouble and blockages moving this commitment forward. Could it be that they're letting their work or other aspects of their life interfering? Yes, I think that's a possibility. And you have to decide for yourself, if you're willing to, try to weather this storm, or decide that maybe, it's not worth your while. Right now, the cards don't look good, but you could check with us again and see what they have to say. But I would have to say, from what I'm seeing here,
you are wasting your time.
You could be wasting your time, or, maybe you just need to put your foot down more and say, this is what I need. And if we can't come to terms, then...
I have a feeling, though, that if it's like this, it will become even clearer for you, that you'll realize it's pretty clear for yourself.
So that's what we have for you, Jennifer. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm sorry, too. Okay, so we are moving on to Ariana, who asked about job stuff, Chipotle.
Was it about job? Which one
right.
she's going? So it's a choice one, right?
Right. The one in the plaza or the one near Starbucks? And I guess one of them was near an Indian restaurant, which, I want to work there. That would be me.
So plaza, Starbucks.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to look at each of those choices and see what the cards tell us, Ariana.
Now, it's not which one she should work at, which one will call her. Was that it?
Let me look at that again. Well, which one will you get the job at? So.
Okay. But without martinis. Oh.
There you go.
Well, I remember at my big job interview for my previous job, they had all kinds of good snacks and coffee and stuff, but no martinis.
No, that's fine. We like questions like that, Ariana, because it kind of stretches us in an ability, in a way. We don't always get questions like that, and it's good to be able to do that. The Lenormand sometimes can help us with that, because Lenormand tends to go with the more practical things in a person's life rather than Tarot's more visionary, abstract things. They cross over, though.
I think we can get enough out of the tarot.
Absolutely.
All right, Mr. O, this one is... What was the first one? The Plaza, I think?
Yes.
So
Plaza or
this is...
Starbucks, okay.
Yeah, the Plaza, I thought.
Right, Plaza was the first choice. So the first one is the Seven of Cups, which is reversed. And then it's followed by the Nine of Cups, which is also reversed. Okay. Then the first one is Temperance on the side of Starbucks. And then Justice reversed also there. So then I'm going to throw...
Yeah, I want to see the Lenormand
the
on
quick
these.
Lenormand. I know there's a definite story here, I think.
Oh, there's two definite stories.
Ooh. The Crossroads and the Key, which is nearly self-explanatory.
Well, we'll see what you do with that. I guess I'll let you go first.
Okay, well...
Oh, you're doing one for each, aren't you?
Oh.
I thought you were. I thought that
Then
was
I'll
for
pull,
the first one.
Okay, I forgot that. So should I pull...
Just pull one from top and bottom for the second at this point.
Right, so these are both for the first.
Yeah.
You say. Okay. And then,
because actually, I think it fits like a glove.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. And then, ooh, Mice on a Boat. The Ship and the Mice. Okay, so the Seven of Cups looks like a choice. Seven of Cups looks like a choice that either you take or that is something is offered to you that you choose to take. The Nine of Cups, though, says maybe you're not exactly happy, but maybe it's not a total slam. It's not total unhappiness. Did you want to say your piece for that?
Oh, I just want to make sure of the question again. I'm sorry. Well, look it. I'm not sure I'm going to answer this question right, but this is what I saw immediately when I saw this card. The Seven of Cups is they're going to make a choice or decision. The Nine of Cups indicates it's not in your favor. I don't think that they're going to pick you, but I don't know. It looks that way. Here, the key is the decision. They're at a crossroads. They're going to make a decision. That Nine of Cups, what it could also mean, Ariana, is that the decision may be made, but you're not going to be happy with it for some reason. So in other words, if you do get an offer, or the job, you will not be happy with something that's presented to you there. And so that means you'll have a decision to make as to whether you want to take it. So you're either going to not get called, or you may get a call and it's not what you wanted. Now let's look over here. You have Temperance and Justice. Reverse. That's an odd one, isn't it?
It is.
Did you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
Go ahead. I have a lot to learn.
No, you, no, you don't. Temperance, it seems to me like this job might make you feel better in some respects.
This is the Starbucks one.
Yeah, maybe the hours, maybe something about the clientele, the place. I don't know. But something would make you feel better, yet they may not be treating you very fairly there. It's just as if you feel either you're being taken advantage of, or, you're just unhappy with some working conditions.
There could be a difference. Like maybe the pay is the same, but maybe there's little nuances between the two places and one might skimp on one.
And it's funny with this one, you have the mice and the ship. It's almost as if you take this job, little things might start adding up and making you want to leave.
Mice on a boat.
So
both of these kind of tell me that probably they won't be something either of them would be something great. You may have to stick along for other reasons, but you may not enjoy either of these.
I would just say by looking at these cards, you're more than likely to get this job if you want it.
1 year Starbucks.
But I'm not sure how it's going to turn out for you. And like I said, they may offer you the job, but their two here is something you're just not going to be happy about it. It doesn't show you leaving it right away if you were to get the job, but there's something about that place that's not going to make you happy.
Yeah, you're right, Ariana. It could be the way the customers treat you. And you're right, Temperance is not a horrible card.
No. Well, and so here's the thing. We've had 2 readings now in a row. It's really funny. Our first reading didn't get down to specifics. It did, but in 2 different areas. And now we get a question about a choice here. And the tarot's like, well, either have their problems. Sometimes that comes up. And so I think you're going to have to weigh these jobs very closely if you get called for them.
Oh, Ariana, I was looking at your last statement, and Mr. O's eyes are aging. I thought you said sometimes they get nude customers. I'm like, yeah, you better be thick-skinned about that. Ah! Then I reread it and said, oh, it's rude customers. Sorry. There I go, adding a little spice to the show.
So that's what we have for you. You have to keep us posted on if you get this call. And
whichever one you get, if you get one of these, we'd like to know how it worked out.
Absolutely. I'll be curious. The cards are fickle sometimes, but maybe there is no easy answer sometimes.
Well, the thing is that even though they claim the jobs market is good, I think it's getting back to the point now where employers find they can be a little bit choosy if they want.
Let's all move to the beach. I don't know, Victoria. I got to stay out of the sun because of my blood cancer. So
you're welcome, Ariana.
I could stay in a beach house.
Well, a long time ago, very long time ago, somebody heard I was a tarot card reader, and they said, do you do tarot card readings in the nude? I made it out of that place.
Oh, my goodness.
That was actually a neighbor in an apartment building. You remember that.
Yeah, I'm just surprised we're hashing that out. All right. So who's up?
I believe it is Jano. Let me see if I got that right. Jano looks next on her list.
Yep, Jano. Hey, Jano.
I don't remember if Jano gave us a question, so we're going to ask.
Got a question for us, Jano?
I'll scan and look to see if he might have left one.
Is it my deck or yours?
It's my deck.
We just used mine, right?
Yeah, it's my deck.
Okay.
Jano, are you with us? We don't have a super big list, but we want to keep it moving. So if you're here, just let us know what you're looking for. Oh, you asked about snow.
Well, my son just got rejected for a second interview somewhere he was trying. And they said they just had a couple better qualified candidates. They called him back, which was nice. But, so it's tough out there right now for people who are looking for work. I know.
We're on Sunday again. Too. We're on Sunday again from 2 to 4 p.m. I'm just killing a little time waiting for Jano to show up. And I will mention, too, that my show, I can't find it, the Emotional Outlook, the Emotional Exchanges Outlook, is on tomorrow morning at 7 a.m.
Gosh, I hate autocorrect so bad.
Jano may not be here. Let's give him just a few more seconds and see.
Well, anyway, as we've mentioned earlier, our Unhappy Hour was released today.
Yes.
Feel free to come or go and view it at your leisure. So the elemental signs...
We nearly doubled our views already.
We did?
Yeah, 22.
What?
Yeah, honest.
That's beating my material... No, I have 33 of material matters.
Nothing beats material matters.
Okay.
And, okay, so Victoria's moderating and Kara's
doing the wackadoodle countdown.
I don't know if we can count that, Kara. I know you
can't. All right, let's pass.
No, wait, you probably could count that.
Let's pass on Jano. If they come back, we'll ask them to leave a question and we'll do it later.
So Sonali is up, and Sonali did leave us a question, too. Okay. Sonali asked for an upcoming 2 years reading. Well, that's a big scope for 3D cards, but we'll
see what we can do with that, Sonali. All right. I'd hate to, if they were all bad cards, say, that's your lot in life for 2 years. Let's see.
No, we don't want to do that. But we will, see how that works,
Let's see what the main issue might be.
So I'm going to use my Nefertari deck. I guess that's how I'm going to think about the question is the main focus of the next 2 years and or, most important things.
Well.
Uh-oh. What do you got?
Oh, something.
We had pizza tonight.
Yes. In honor of 6 days before my birthday, I won $50 in the lottery today. Woohoo. So I went and bought Detroit-style pizza.
Yay. We like Detroit-style pizza. Okay, Sonali, your cards. There's the Four of Wands, which is reversed. There's the Ace of Swords, which is upright.
Is that the Four of Wands you said that was reversed?
I did indeed say that.
Okay. And the Ace of Swords is upright.
Excuse me. And then finally, it's the Knight of Swords, but it's reversed.
Oh.
So it looks like an interesting 2 years. Oh, and of course we have the clouds. And there's the bouquet again.
I thought the clouds was the clover at first for some reason. Don't ask me why.
You were right. It is the clover. Right?
Oh, it is the clover. Mr. O assumed it was the clouds. And then I saw clouds and I'm like, he's right. It's the clouds.
No, it's Mr. O's bad eyes. But at least it's not nude clouds or something.
Yeah, because, see, it has a 6 on it, and why I got confused, it's 6 of diamonds. But clouds is number 6. But there's a number 2 here, and that's clover.
Like I said, at least it's not nude clouds.
Okay, let's calm down. We'll get through this. Well, Sonali, this really does not look like a very bad year.
2 years.
2 years. 2 years. There may be some ups and downs, but I feel here that you are going to feel a sense of recovery in some way. That's the Four of Wands you said, though. Okay. You're going to feel okay. Life is going to be very pleasant for you for the most part. I feel like there's going to be some victories in some area of your life, something that you will be happy about, whether it's a career pursuit, whether it's getting a relationship, whatever it is you're looking for. It looks to me as though, this is going to transpire for you. And you're going to feel like life is fine. It's not like maybe exactly where you want it to be, for example. Like you may have more work that needs to be done in some area. Like, for example, with the Knight of Swords, right? Mm-hmm. The Knight of Swords reversed kind of indicates to me that, there's a tendency for you to want to move too fast on things, and it could make you a little bit careless. So that's one thing you want to watch out for here. And I'm even going to go so far to say, since this is a 2-year outlook, and this could be talking about any number of things, is be careful too of things like falls or accidents, because that can happen if you're going too fast.
So I see for the 2 years a sense of balance between two main ideas here.
Okay.
And of course the Ace of Swords is in the middle of that balance. But the Four of Wands, like Banshee says, it's like you're going to be comfortable enough. There's nothing going to be like you will marry a prince and move to a palace. But it's like really saying very sustainable comfort for you. But this is saying that maybe there are some things that you will want to move faster, even though you have this modicum of comfort that you're dealing with. There are some things that maybe you will be wanting to be more assertive, more aggressive about, and you may find that this time where you will learn to kind of match those energies so that you're not over aggressive and you're sort of working from your base, which is another way looking at the Four of Wands.
Now,
and it is about a goal, I think.
Yeah, okay. Well, a goal, and like I said, it could be personal, it could be business, And let's look at this here. This looks really, really good, Sonali. I think these next 2 years are going to be ones of good fortune for you, where you seem to be in the right place at the right time. It's as if fate has got things timed and on your side. And, there will be some positive things coming out of this. I almost tie the bouquet in with the Ace of Swords here, indicating to me that, there will be some rewards from your efforts. So your goals will pay off. Your goals will make you, achieving your goals will make you very happy. And you're going to feel pretty content with life.
I get the feeling that there is a challenge here that maybe it's something to do with sent to you from a spiritual sense, Lord Shiva. It's not a spiritual goal. It's really the goal of mastery of your life. And I feel that really there are rewards for you. It's mostly in learning that balance between being not assertive or too gentle maybe. So it's learning a balance is what's going on, and there's rewards for you.
Oh, that's what we have for you. It's a pretty stellar reading for 2 years.
It was a good reading, Sonali.
So in a way now, I'm glad you asked. So good luck with that, Sonali.
Good luck, Sonali. Alrighty.
And where are we? Listmeister.
Angel Rivera.
What you got for us, Angel?
Angel Rivera.
It's warm in here. Oh, do you see what the temperature is?
I do. It's 79 in our house.
We didn't want to turn on the air yet because it's going to go down, but now they keep changing the forecast. It's going to stay warm through Sunday. And then 3 days of cold, and then we're back to 70 again. It's crazy.
There he is.
A card and see what Spirit may have. You betcha. I'll use my tarot here.
Yeah, I think outside it was hitting the 80s. Hi, Anthony.
Hey, Anthony. It looks like all the flooding has switched to Florida. Wasn't that awful? Did you see what happened in Fort Lauderdale, Florida? Holy moly. 25 inches of rain in 24 hours? That's crazy. We are doing just fine. It's pretty warm over here.
Yeah, we were just telling somebody it's hit the mid 80s out here, maybe a little higher even in some areas.
Their airport was underwater. I mean, crazy scenes coming out of Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, it just happened like overnight, I think, or in the last day or so.
Yeah, the airport shut down till tomorrow morning at least. All right.
Yeah.
Your cards, Angel Rivera, you'll get top and bottom. Oh, the King of Wands, but the King of Wands is reversed.
Whoops. There we go.
And we have the Moon upright.
Oh, I like that one. In the Lenormand, we have, Angel.
Uh-oh.
Does she know? Two ladies.
How did two ladies get in there? That's not
Two
right.
ladies. Oh, Angel.
Oh, for goodness sakes. I think you should take one out and reshuffle those.
But which one?
Well,
Will it be the right one?
I would just take take one out and reshuffle, because the lady is meant to be there, I think. Oh my gosh, how'd that happen? Hopefully you didn't shuffle it back in there, because it should be out.
Oh,
I'm going to have to
I
look
did.
at that deck.
Well, I did, obviously. So two ladies is like a lot of fish in the sea.
Whoa, what am I going to make of this? So, seems like something needs to be unraveled here, you know? And
Yeah, the two ladies.
And I have to wonder if it's work or business or financial related. There's
Moon and fish. Right?
I know.
Yeah.
Well, what do you want to say? You seem to be all over the place here, so I'll let you go.
You started.
Ooh. Okay, be that way. So, you know, the King of Swords indicates that...
It's wands.
Oh.
Maybe you better let me start.
You're throwing
Okay,
me
the King
off
of
my
Wands
game.
reversed. I think this is saying that somehow the things that normally really fire up your passion to do whatever it is you do, and I'm just talking about passion in terms of enthusiasm, raw energy, they're kind of like maybe a little warbly right now. Maybe it's because there's something you don't quite understand or feel that normally you would, that would say, this is your moment, invoke this passion for blah, blah, blah. So is it about, you know, a relationship with someone, you know, not necessarily the lady in your life, but maybe somebody who represents some sort of person there, maybe in a business connection? There's some, you know, like, does this represent somebody that you have to make some sort of presentation to, overture to, or detail a project or something, and it's important, but you're just not feeling that passion? I know I've really thrown you off now, haven't I?
No, but I've been actually thinking on the cards, and even though I know that is the King of Wands reversed, I don't know why I'm thinking here, Angel, that there is going to be some unpopular move. I guess I'll say that instead of a decision, but it keeps popping into my head, even though I know it's not the King of Swords. But, you know, kings are decision makers, and so I really feel here there's going to be some unpopular move that somebody is making, and people are trying to get to the bottom of why or what this is going to mean. I almost wonder if this is a workplace thing, and why, because of course the fish are there, which is the fish is about work, or money and prosperity, and the King of Wands, you know, is about possibly goals or work. And so I feel here that it may be work related, and it may have to do with some woman who has some authority, and I'm wondering here if it is a financial decision of some sort. If it's not cut back, say, to the library's budget, is it something that's going to affect the campus overall, for example? I don't know, but I'm just wondering if something's afoot, or is it some internal decision in your workplace that's going to take place that some, if it's a female library director or somebody with some power and authority is going to do, and it may involve money. Now, money, this is usually not a bad thing, but I don't know, when I see that King of Wands reversed here, I'm sensing there's something up here, and it may be related to some financial issues.
Well, right, wands could be enterprise related, so it could, be affecting that too. Sure.
Yeah. Hey, Eddie, Mashup is here. Okay, hi
Eddie. Mashup.
We can get you on the list, I think, still. We're doing okay.
Yep, we can add you to the list.
So
I found...
That's what we have for you. What did you find? Did you find the men, too, in there? Yes. So there should be one of each only, yes. I don't know how that happened. I usually keep them in the booklet so that they don't mix up.
Wow, that's interesting. Maybe that's what it is, but I wonder how it affects you then. You'll probably have to step up and show more interest because
she leaving for more money? Maybe that's why the fish were there. Interesting.
Vigilance, yes. All right, Victoria, did you want yours now? If you do yours now, well, then you'll leave after it, and then we won't have the list anymore. So we think you have to wait till the end.
Let's do Victoria now.
I'm kidding.
We're doing you now. She's Pete's.
We'll do it now anyway. Or we can do it in parts. We'll do it in parts. We'll do part 1 now and then part 2 later. You have to stay for the rest.
Maybe for a martini.
A martini? That's a tall order from over here in Detroit. Did you have a question, dear?
I'm trying to figure out where Mr. O's going to take me for my birthday dinner.
Wherever you want.
Well, I don't know if I want to go to a place where I could get a martini. Not a martini. I don't drink martinis.
Maybe
a mojito.
Somebody at work today told me that I should take you to the Whitney.
Oh, my.
The Whitney is like a fabulous, super expensive.
And it's haunted.
And it's haunted.
Are they still in existence?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, okay.
Look them up, Victoria. The Whitney. It's a fine dining restaurant in downtown area Detroit. What's happening next week? Oh, you know about it. You know about it, don't you? Of course you would. I've eaten in there twice. I don't know if you have.
I've been in there once. Yeah. I didn't notice anything untoward. But when I was in there, I may not have known it was haunted even at the time.
Well, I don't
recall if I picked up anything, really. It's a long time ago.
I know who Eddie is. Hi, Eddie. All right. Victoria, what's coming next week?
Oh, boy.
Oh, the Emperor.
Hey.
Oh, it looks like Vincent. Vincent and Victoria.
From Beauty and the Beast.
And then it is, wow, the Empress.
But reversed.
And then finally, holy cow, 2 of Cups, but reversed.
2 of Cups?
But reversed.
Can I see that card?
Okay, it's the 2 of Wands. Nope, I'm right.
I'll be darned. They're little tiny cups in their hand. I saw those 4 staffs. I thought it was the 4.
No, I know. No. So
wacky cards.
We don't like today. This reading, and you won't either.
Well, let's talk about it here, Victoria.
The broom and the whip. And the snake.
Well, I guess maybe you should have waited till the end. I don't know. But let's see what we have here. The Emperor is the one positive card in the bunch here. And although it depends with the Empress, but I'm looking at this and I'm not liking what I'm seeing. So I feel here that, regardless of how you can't seem to make a connection right now, and that could be with career or could be with people because, or in relationships, because, it is the Two of Cups, but the Two of Cups can be partnerships and business relationships and things like that as well. I like to expand that one out a lot of times. So that's what I'm saying. In whatever way, you're feeling bad that you cannot, this one. Create relationships. I'm forgetting which one's the Two of Cups. Right now in connections, you're just going to have to bide your time, take care of yourself, and really look at what's going on here and see if there isn't any way that you can find a way to pump up interest in yourself, whether it's romantically or whether it's with the job. The Empress can be about, a stagnation creative-wise, and stuff like that, blockages in our lives. What's blocking you from achieving this, It's time to look at that, and it's time to regain the control you can have in this area.
A lot of times when I look at the Emperor, and this is especially true when it's a single card, but I think it could apply it here, the Emperor talks about you being able to get people to work for you. Maybe it's by your authority, but it could also just be about your charm or your ability to influence them. So what's coming towards you is maybe finding ways to work with people and get them to do more things for you. But where the Empress comes in is that maybe all of this is really about working for yourself in certain respects, taking some time to kind of, rejuvenate yourself. I don't like that, but I think that could just be saying really right now, you have to learn to trust more people who really do want to help you. I wonder if that's the connection there. The idea of the Two of Cups reversed is the loss of harmony, the loss of trust in a relationship or a situation.
And in answer to your question about beating them with the broom, if they're a snake in the grass, yes.
Yes.
But the thing is, you do have the snake here and the broom and the whip, and that combination is not a healthy one. And so I feel here that, you got to be careful too when you're out there, because I think there's a lot of people who want to take advantage. And so right now, don't allow yourself to be in a position of being taken advantage of by others, whether it's romantically or whether it's otherwise, because I almost feel that might be what's happening here. You need to sweep out things in your life and people in your life that may be deceptive, may not have your best interests at heart. And I think you can tell after a while, like for example with $1 Million Boy.
Well, I almost wonder if really that's kind of what's between the lines here, is that, new acquaintances or new people, maybe you have to just give them a little bit more scrutiny in a way too, because maybe they're not necessarily here to help your agenda. They're mostly here to help their own agenda. And that's okay if it doesn't destroy your agenda, but you got to be really careful. The whip and broom says, things could move really quickly and you want to stay on top of it.
Well, but that snake. The thing is that I would just say right now it's status quo again. And of course the cards are just a snapshot in time. You're trying to regain control and get your, things in order in your life, which is what you have to do. But right now things are blocking your progress and your ability to make good connections. And yeah, there's just people here that have not been working to your benefit. You need to sweep all that aside and maybe come up with some alternative ideas here on how to get to where you need to be. That's what we have for you.
All right.
Good luck with that. Yes, it was. Well, trying to demonize it. And that's the thing with some of these more gypsy style decks. they do look at the snake more negatively than than other systems would. So it's a metaphor for for deception, betrayal, sneaky behavior. Also in the Lenormand, depending on what cards it could be with, it could indicate gastrointestinal problems and possibly surgery. So, there's lots of meanings to the snake in this deck.
Okay, so Lily is up.
Hey, Lily.
Just a reminder everybody to watch Banshee's show on Sunday mornings. The material
Because
matters.
everybody's watching it.
Because everybody's watching it. She had 33 views this last week.
Woohoo!
It's awesome. Good job. But it's the
Thank you.
best way to get the tarot keys to success in business, finance, and education.
Okay, Lily, go ahead, type your question. Hey, but Lily didn't give us a question, did she?
I don't believe they did.
Okay. Don't forget Mr. Osho Goth Tarot, which seems to always be running right behind my show with likes, except that one week when you surpassed everyone.
Yeah, I got 40 views 2 weeks ago. That was so awesome. I don't have my little card for it, so I can't really show it. Goth Tarot, Wednesday mornings at 8 a.m.
Hey, Valentina, we'll sneak you in the list. We are we're getting in that last hour now, but I think we'll be able to get you in.
All right.
All right.
Did Lily give us a question? There it is. Feelings of Habib towards Bushra. Okay.
Victoria's taking our list today. We thank her. Violet was at the zoo today, and her little daughter had a good time, I hear.
Aw. So it's my turn, my deck?
No, is it?
For Lily? Or is it yours? I don't remember.
I think it's mine.
Okay.
I'm just trying to figure out which one I'm using.
Yeah, because we use the Animal Lords.
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Stay focused.
Okay, Habib towards Bushra. All right. See. We have the King of Pentacles upright. We have the Eight of Swords reversed. And we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. How interesting. So we have two Pentacle cards here that can represent people in a way, could represent a man and a woman, but not necessarily. What do you have?
The Fox. The Crossroads. Let's go.
I'm thinking about it. Well, it's noteworthy to me that there's one card that stands in between both those court cards, and that's the Eight of Swords reversed. So what does that mean to me? Does that mean somebody wants to be free? Does that mean somebody is now free to express how they feel?
Right.
Or feels free
Although
to express?
There's an illusionary quality about the Eight of Swords that sometimes maybe people just feel they're trapped. It's really a mental attitude. They can free themselves. Is this what's going on? It's almost too tempting to say that the King and the Queen of Pentacles represent Habib and Bushra. That Eight of Swords between them, as Banshee's indicating, maybe indicates the idea that somebody is freeing themselves of the other or something like that.
Habib might be feeling that Bushra is, I don't know how to say this. I'm trying to think of how I want to say this. That Bushra should maybe care for herself more.
Well, on the other hand, it
Or
could also
maybe
be that
that-
maybe they care more for
Oh.
themselves.
I was just thinking of something else here, actually. Maybe Habib feels that Bushra has a lot of people, competing for her attention, and care and concern. And that might be kind of something that they're not happy about. You
Okay.
don't see that?
I could see that too. I don't feel it as strongly as you do.
Well, and I'm wondering, and so maybe what that Eight of Swords is saying here is that maybe they wish you weren't so, that you could free yourself up more for, for their interest.
Well, this is Habib's feelings about Bushra, so I guess Habib wants Bushra to free themselves from certain things.
Free themselves from certain things. Is it from them? I mean, if you've had a relationship or if you've had some difficulties, is that the problem here? And maybe Habib wants Bushra, to depart,
Well, there's the crossroads there in the Lenormand, which sort of indicates a choice or maybe a turning of the path. And then there's the fox, and sometimes the fox can have a possible romantic implication.
Well, it can,
But-
in that somebody might feel sexual feelings towards, a person they find sexually attractive. So, yes, there is that. But what does this, what?
Well, if we're talking about Habib's feelings, does Habib sort of feel that maybe Bushra might move along, take the choice to move somewhere else and be more foxy somewhere else?
No, I don't know. I
Okay.
don't know if that's it. I guess what I'm wondering here, I hate to even say it this way, but I'm really starting to wonder here if Habib is thinking of taking another path because there's somebody else who has caught their eye.
Right, and this part isn't necessarily Habib's feelings. It could just be some things that are just actually happening in that situation. To me, that's the Lenormand. I don't think it's the feelings as much as the tarot is.
I don't know.
Okay, well then it's Habib's feelings.
Well, that was the question, so I'm answering it. And so I'm feeling Habib may be at a crossroads right now where there is somebody else that they may be interested in. And they're kind of trying to decide which way they want to go. That's the crossroads. And it's
Yeah.
interesting that the 8 is here too, that 8 of Swords, because I almost feel like they want to, they feel like they've got to make a choice. They've got to make a move. And so when I look at this card here, I know that somebody is not pleasing them in some way. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I get that too, and I guess that's why the fox is there, because maybe the fox feels it's time to trot along down the road. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I don't want to get that cavalier about it, but I would say this to you. Well, I'm sorry, not slapping your hands over this. But this is kind of a complicated one, too. I just feel that they may want to free themselves from Bushra. And it's
it sort
also
of looks that way.
because of the way that the cards are falling.
Right, they sort of create a flow.
And they create a flow that I can't ignore. And I feel here it may be because there's somebody else they're interested in.
I wouldn't have...
Now, that's kind of disappointing to hear, I know. And so, remember, the tarot is only a snapshot in time. Maybe the fact of the matter is they're very confused right now. And they're trying to decide what they want in life. And that's it. That's what we have for you right now. I'm sorry. Some of the cards are really kind of tough today.
Libra Cusp, you're welcome for the reading. Glad you enjoyed it.
Oh, you're welcome, Libra.
we
Well,
were
I
in
hope you figured it out.
Similar temperatures here. We had in the upper 80s too. You had 88 there. All
Well,
right,
we
so-
had 83 here. It didn't get up to 80.
Oh, I thought it got up to 87 somewhere.
Not here.
Okay.
No.
Okay. And Kara's next.
Hey, Kara.
You're welcome, Lily.
You're welcome, Lily. Sorry I didn't have better news. Some of these cards today are kind of rough today.
What do they have for you indeed? I'm going to use the spear spinner, the star spinner. Star spinner. Say that 3 times real fast.
Want to do my reading?
Okay. The
What do the stars have? Why and where? What, why, and where? Sunny is sacked out here. The cats are hot. We got to turn our fans on. We got to dust some of our ceiling fans off. We did not expect summer to come.
We should. It always
in April.
does.
So we're a little behind.
All right, Cara.
And I'm not turning on the air yet. No.
The King of Swords. Pretty.
All right.
The Nine of Cups. However, that one's reversed. The King of Swords was upright. And, Odin and his dog. No, it's the Ten of Coins.
What is that one?
10 of coins.
Oh, gosh, the 10
that's
of
upright.
coins. Mm-hmm. Oh, God.
Did you want to lay those up?
If I can remember what all those are now. I'll let you go first. Here.
Okay, so that's the tree.
Mm-hmm.
And there's that fox again.
It's a fox again.
Okay, so the first one is the King of Swords.
Okay.
So somehow maybe a challenge is coming to you, something that you're really going to have to work at deciding the course or work at moving the course. King of Swords is often about decisions. It could imply a legal one, but not necessarily. But the Nine of Cups is reversed, so I'm wondering if this is maybe...
So what is coming?
Okay, sorry, thank you. That's why you should have started first, because you remember this.
So what? Well, no. So I just want to remind you. So what is coming towards you? The king. What does Spirit have for you? Well, a King of Swords. It seems to me you've got to make some rather weighty decisions of some sort. Mm-hmm. It seems as though that you've got to take control maybe over a situation more in your life. Maybe you just got to get more control over your life. If you feel like you don't have enough right now. Why is that important?
Because you won't be happy.
What is that card again?
The Nine of Cups reversed.
Oh my goodness. Well, because if you don't take some control and you don't make some major moves or choices or decisions, you won't achieve your goal. You won't achieve, what you truly want. What will truly fulfill you.
And you won't be happy.
And well, I guess you won't be happy. And so why? So where are things headed?
It's the 10 of coins, upright.
Okay, so once you make these moves, once you take more control, you will be in a better position, possibly financially, or just feeling a sense of community or a sense of, belonging to something bigger than yourself.
Well, sometimes the 10 of coins could imply an inheritance. It may not be a fabulous inheritance. It might just be something you get because you're part of a family. So this could be about maybe something that really kind of cements you in a certain way in that sense of a family. Maybe you get a gift that really makes you feel, better about all of that. But it is maybe about this decision, though, that's coming to you.
And then I see the fox and I see the tree. Now these are kind of well aspected, and I almost feel here in this case the fox is talking about, well, the tree is about learning and growth, and also could talk about the family tree. There's definitely a tie-in with the tree and this tribe here,
yes.
But I also think it's about, learning and growing, and maybe through experience with others, something bigger, like something you get yourself involved in. I don't know why, when I'm looking at all of this, I'm wondering if this is a decision about either joining some kind of community, some kind of learning group, some kind of new thing that involves other people.
Something about your health, getting into a program that would help you with your health.
Maybe.
Tree.
The tree can be about health, but I also feel that the fox and the tree together are talking about, the fact that, you have a lot to learn from this. You will become smarter from connecting with others and making a choice to get involved in something bigger than yourself. And if you don't do it, it's possible you'll remain unhappy or unfulfilled.
Right, or that you are missing something that really is important to you, because that's the Nine of Cups upright is kind of something that really makes you feel like you've achieved your wish or the ultimate, heartfelt goal.
That's kind of what I see here, Kara. That's what I've got. Anything you got to add?
No, I think that's it.
That's it. Good luck with that.
True, true, true.
Christine. Hey, Christine.
And Christine
Hey,
wanted a
good to see you again.
general reading for Christine.
Okay. Your deck. Yep.
No, I just used my deck.
Oh, I used the... I did.
You're welcome, Kara. You got a whole month to be on time for the next unhappy hour. Speaking of unhappy and happy, Saturday morning, join us for our happy hour at 10 a.m. It's a single one-card pull with a positive, uplifting message for everyone. It's generally from 10 to 11. Mr. O has to go to work that afternoon, but we will do a little overtime if necessary.
But just a single card. We don't take questions.
And just a reminder to everybody, too, that Tarot for Today readings and spells are for entertainment purposes only. We are not professional advisors, doctors, legal people, medical people, anything like that. So this is just for fun. If you get something, good.
General for Christine. 4 cups upright. Ooh. Queen of Pentacles upright. Well, and look what's come back, and this time upright. The 8 of Swords. I'll wait for those Lenormand. Let's see.
Gentleman and the Bear.
You've been giving a lot of thought to something, it looks like, Christine. There's the 4 of Cups here. You're wondering, am I at my limit? I mean, of things that I can handle right now. You're really contemplating where you are, what more you can handle. Should you take on any more opportunities when you have a lot on your plate right now? Or maybe is this just the idea that, maybe it's not even so much about another opportunity coming so much as it is maybe you realize you've got too much going on. Because when I see this 8 of Swords here, I'm wondering too if you're allowing yourself to feel that, you almost have too much to handle right now. Or that, maybe you're not managing what you have constructively enough. This is a time to really think about things and work things out and try to decide what might be holding you back, because here's that Queen of Pentacles here, and she is upright, and she's somebody who really knows not just how to manage money, but how to make it, and how to be successful. But it almost seems like you're either burning out or there's something here that may be holding you back. Is it a person? Is it a strong person who may be playing a role in this here? I almost think like this is actually somebody who could help you, though, because they seem very powerful and in a position to help you. So if there's a money matter that you're dealing with in particular, you're trying to get money for some particular project or goal, I think, this person can be relied upon to help you.
Well, I'm getting a little different picture, and I'm mostly looking at the Queen of Pentacles and the 10 of Swords, minorly at the 4 of Cups.
Where is the 10 of Swords?
8 of Swords.
Okay.
because I feel that these cards say you feel like maybe you're trapped in a position you don't want to be in, or a position you'd like to move away from. Maybe you want to choose something different there. And so the Queen of Pentacles, well, is that a position you could be trapped in? Maybe if it's like being in charge of other people or taking care of other people, and you feel like you're not really taking care of yourself, you're not tending to what you want. And so maybe this is, and I don't want to take away from yours.
No,
I just think it's something
I like what you're saying here because I'll explain why. Go ahead.
So when I look at the Lenormand, then I think this says what you're looking for is the strength, the she-bear strength to just really rise out of that. And I don't know your life, Christine. I don't know if you feel you're stuck being a caregiver to somebody or taking care of things you don't want to take care of. But that's the feeling, is like it sort of combines with what Banshee said. It sort of says there's obligations or responsibilities that maybe you don't feel as good about anymore. Maybe they're not really should have been yours anyways, and you were just waiting until you could move on, which is really another idea from the Four of Cups.
But what we have to remember with and what I wanted to say was I really almost said exactly what he said. I almost
we got a little feedback.
But I would say this, that we got to remember that the Eight of Swords is about perception.
Yes.
It's not necessarily about reality, but this is how it's making you feel. And that, you've got so much more that you could be doing right now for yourself. And it seems as though, but you're bogged down with other things. And so, or you feel that way. So I guess you have to reconcile that, and decide, and be strong enough to say no, in some cases to things or people that are blocking your creative growth, your positive potential here, even to create abundance in your life.
So when I look at the Four of Cups, I wonder, because of what you said, maybe nothing has really enthused you yet in terms of seeing another option. But I do also feel, too, that you're just a really strong person, the she-bear, the Queen of Pentacles.
I know.
So it's really a matter of when that becomes something more tangible, you probably will release yourself from whatever may be getting in the way of choosing that direction or finding that direction.
Yeah, it's just hard for me to reconcile that she-bear and the man. And so what I might say is that if there are people, if there's anybody, you said there's nobody, but if there is anybody, standing in your way, I think you'll be able to just manage it because you are that strong. But I guess what really concerns me is what is holding you back. It's something in here more than I feel the externals. But the externals play a role in this. In other words, it's how you're perceiving everything in your life right now. Maybe you do need to make a change like you are suggesting there. And that is possibly indicated here by this Queen of Pentacles here, that there is more growth out there for you, maybe somewhere else. But you have to give this a lot of thought. And if you are really ready now to move on, because this right now sort of indicates a little hesitation there. And both cards are cards of hesitation. So
no one is holding you back, I get that, but maybe your own fears. And I'm wondering if the bear and the man, in this instance, the man is any inquirer. It could even be yourself, just because maybe there are more qualities there that you may associate yourself with. But I'm wondering, is this the dichotomy between your fears? You don't realize you do have the strength and courage to do that. So it's that question in your mind: am I strong enough to do it? Am I not? And you can only solve that for yourself. Yeah, and the only other thing, it's really interesting because sometimes the bear can indicate a female figure in your life, like a mother, And so then I see the gentleman, I think a mother, a father, are parents still in your life that, maybe playing a role in this in some way. Whatever the case may be, I really feel here this is a time to really sit back and sort out if you really feel you need that change, then what is holding you back from making it? Because it looks like opportunities are out there. All right.
And I think that's what I have for you. That Queen of Pentacles, I think you're in a really good position now if you wanted to make that change. I just want to add that too, because that's what it looks like to me. Well, good luck with that.
Thanks, Christine.
Yeah, I'm a good one to second guess myself and let my self-doubts kind of nudge me the wrong way.
And then it is Vicky's turn. Did Vicky
Hey,
give us a
Vicky.
question? I thought Vicky might have given us a question.
And by the way, after
I wrote it.
Valentina, we'll say the list is closed for today.
Absolutely.
Oh, you're very welcome, Christine. Anytime.
You're welcome.
Anytime. Thank you for everything you do on Twitter. Enjoy your readings. All right.
And I'm looking for Vicky's question. I thought Vicky gave us a question. Maybe not. Okay. Vicky, are you here?
Hey, Vicky. If you're here, it's time to type your question.
I will probably use my Nefertari deck. Yes, I think so.
It's possible Vicky will come back, or maybe they are gone.
Well, let's see if I can gab for a minute. Let's see. Well, next week, in about a week, we will be moving from Aries to Taurus. And that means it's time for a new monthly modality message. It's Oberon and Banshee's unique astrological reading. We don't read for your elemental aspects. We read for your modality aspects. And that's an exciting reading. It's usually about 40, 45 minutes long. Tells you how to do things throughout the month, what energies to apply, how your influences will work with others. So we haven't set the date. It'll probably be right around a
Sorry,
week
I
from now.
can't type.
And Vicky may not be here, so we may move on.
I just put the note out. All right. Well, that would lead us to Mo.
So, Mo, if you want to prep your question, you may. I don't believe you left us one.
I don't recall. Oh, there's Vicky.
Hi, Vicky.
Okay. We'll take your question, Vicky, and then we'll take Mo right after.
Still in the building. Well, we hope so. And while we're waiting for that, just the general? Okay, good.
Okay.
I'm going to put the focus on Sunny.
The focus on Sunny. Oh.
This is how we consecrate our magic wands.
Cat power. Nothing stronger. Oh, don't bite the magic wand. No, don't bite the magic wand.
All right. Back to bits.
All right. Lay down there. You know I got shuffle.
Yes, we got it.
And the cat fur is flying because it's warm in here.
Okay, Vicky. Your first card is the Queen of Pentacles, this deck's version. We had it for Christine last time, and now you get one too. Oh, and we had this for Christine too, I think, no?
Sunny.
No, we didn't have this one for Christine, but we've had it tonight. The Four of Wands. These are both
One more
upright, so
shuffle?
that's
One more.
fabulous. And then another upright card, Justice.
There. All right, well, we also have the Rider. And here comes the tree again.
I'll put the writer there.
Oh, you silly. So, Queen of Pentacles upright again. So, the Queen of Pentacles popped up again, too.
Four of Wands popped up again. It was here earlier, too. Reversed, maybe. And then Justice, which may have also popped up.
Oh, Justice is 8. I was thinking Strength. No, it's Justice.
It's this one.
Yes.
So these are really cards for a good cards for a general reading. It seems to me like you're going to be busy, maybe doing things. I'm wondering if you're doing redesign work around your home or managing things around your home. Maybe you're doing a little beautification, buying new furniture or decorations, but you're very involved in it. Maybe it's your work. Maybe you do work that involves designing things or helping people around their homes. Even, if you were, doing house cleaning for people, this could possibly fall in that. With the Justice, I say it's a good sign maybe that any possible legal things you're looking at or any possible big decisions you're looking at would seem to be going in your favor. So this could be from anything from new job possibilities or getting a credit loan, or if you actually were in court for a particular reason or not, things would seem to be going in your favor. I don't know that they're tied into those other two cards, but they could just be saying that in general, your life is looking pretty good for the next couple months at least, I think.
Well, in a very general sense, he's right. I have a couple different things that I'm seeing here. The Queen of Pentacles, I mean, that's a lot of comfort, financial or physical comfort. It just seems like you're in a really good position, or you will be in a really good position if you aren't already. The Four of Wands, I see why he said what he said, because the Four of Wands can often talk about the homestead, building a home or home projects, home renewals, different things going on. But I also want to remind Mr. O, it's the TFT party card.
That is true.
Which also indicates a celebration. Possibly going to a wedding if you're not getting married,
Oh, yeah.
This could indicate a wedding. And with the Justice here, I just feel there's a sense of balance and harmony right now going on, that everything is flowing, or everything will be flowing to you. Whether you're going to have success in getting a job or, something that you desire, getting a project off the ground, there's something to celebrate. And, it just seems like everything is flowing smoothly. Everything is right and just. And when you look at the Lenormand, the tree and the rider, it just indicates to me that there's real growth happening in your life right now and movement. It's almost as if you're not going to be standing still. You're going to be moving. Whether you are changing jobs, careers, moving households, whatever the case may be, you're going to be making moves in your life.
Well, it almost seems like maybe that rider then throws the idea of the Queen and the Four of Wands towards the idea that there's things changing in your household, whether it's an actual physical move or, something of that sort. Maybe it could be a trip, too, to be looking at new homes to consider things like that. But this is definitely super growthful.
Well, and the Lenormand has a card for, a house, and it is the house card. Yeah. The tree sometimes reminds me of home, though, a little bit, but in the sense that, it's something you can put your roots down in. So whether it's a goal, a project, a relationship.
Home design is your hobby. And I actually thought...
Are you kidding?
And I actually thought, after I said the first thing I actually said interior designer. But then I thought, no, that's not true.
Well, when he said that, I thought that does resonate, but not only because of that, but because of the Queen of Pentacles, who's a real down-to-earth person. I'm not going to say she's a homebody, but she likes comfortable surroundings and making surroundings comfortable.
She has qualities of management.
Yeah. She knows how to beautify things and, gardening, things of that nature. And so... I don't know. Well, is this saying to us, perhaps, Vicky, that you should be exploring this sideline more? That there's growth potential for you here? that kind of looks that way.
So the only question is, Justice is the only one that doesn't quite fit with
Oh,
that.
it fits to me.
Okay.
Well, I'm just saying everything is flowing as it should. It's
Sure.
all in balance and harmony.
Balance
It doesn't
and
always have to be legal decisions or paperwork, but it could.
You know, it's a good point, because this Justice is number 8, and in the traditional tarot, number 8 is strength, but those qualities are also, it's a binary card like strength is. So it's talking about what qualities we bring to solve problems. Do we bring strong, aggressive qualities, or do we bring more compassionate, understanding qualities? By the way, before it gets too much later, I notice there's still a number of people in the chat room. Victoria, I want to really thank you so much for what you're doing. And I really would like you to mention some of your social media stuff in the chat room, if you will. Victoria is an author and has written books. I have a couple of them. And she's also very big in ghost hunting. So give a bow to yourself and post some of your media there, and anyone else that wants to post their social media if they do cards, go right ahead and do that.
So at any rate, that's what we have for you. I think that things look really good for you right now. Very comfortable, no problems, no bumps in the road that I can see. And possibly a reason to celebrate. So like I said, if you're looking for romance, if you're looking for a job, if you're looking for a new house, if you're looking on expanding your hobby into something more, I think it's very growthful for you right now. So I wish you luck with that, Vicki. Thanks for stopping in. All right.
And one day we're going to meet Victoria. We're going to head to the same ghost hunting psychic phenomena convention she is, and we're going to say, there you are.
What is the next
You
action
rock
of
too.
H towards me? Okay, it's my deck. I will use the cat
Yes,
one
it's your
again.
deck.
Okay. How are we doing time-wise here? Okay, 8:42.
We might have a little overtime, but I think we're good.
So silly.
I know he's looking right at me. He seems to have a second wind.
Shadow's very mad at me because I had to dress her down today.
Shadow was a bad little kitty. If you didn't get here earlier, she nearly destroyed the tapestry back there, our little design sheet. Oh.
All right.
Yeah,
Just doing what cats do.
doing what cats do.
All right. Okay, we have the 5 of Cups reversed. We have the 3 of Cups upright. Oh, goodness. We have the 10 of Swords upright.
Okay. Over in Lenormand, the moon, and the clover.
Wow, talk about a mixed bag here.
That's a mixed bag. And Mo wanted to know, what is the next action of H towards them? 5 of Wands reversed. They may be upping their game if it's a game of some sort of competition. If there's something that you're both, vying against. And, even sometimes if it was just the possibility of a romantic thing, that's sort of competition-wise too, in a sense. Not exactly, but... And then that's the 3 of Cups, right?
Yeah, that's the 5 of Cups, too. Just so
I thought it was the 5 of Wands.
You can see cups there.
I thought you said Wands.
No,
though.
I didn't. Did I? I could have sworn I said cups.
I thought you said
I'm
Wands.
sorry if I did.
So, would you go first?
I can, because I'm kind of more prepared with that.
Go on.
Well, no. Let me tell you.
Thank you, Vicky.
Let me tell you, the 5 of Cups reversed is kind of positive to me in that, H may be now looking past, I don't know if there have been any troubles or disagreements between the two of you or anything, but they may be moving on to feeling better about you or things in general. What's their next move? Their next move is maybe to Well, do something celebratory. I don't know. I've really got a hard time with these cards myself here, Mo, because this card is never a good thing to see upright, and here it is. But yet, I see real positive things here. I see celebration. I sense happiness. I feel like H wants to have a lot of good times with you. But are they afraid of being betrayed, or are they getting over something that has been really traumatic for them? And that's why this is here, because this is usually a card of betrayal or difficulties. And to me, I'm having a hard time reconciling it with these two cards. And especially what I see here. So
yeah,
what do you
it is.
think?
It's definitely a mixed bag, and I wonder if there's some real back and forth emotionality. 5 of Cups reversed, forward, reverse, forward. It's sort of like, to me, represents a flip-flopping. They're there, they're not there, they're there, they're not there. You're sad, you're feeling better, you're sad, you're feeling better. So I'm wondering if they have difficulties expressing themselves or understanding anything about your relationship, whether it's something stronger relationship or if it is more of a business thing. They may be really not understanding it. They want the best to help out. You asked in terms of them too, didn't you? What is the next action? I'm wondering if maybe they're the one that's getting ready to make a dramatic exit, and it might hurt you.
I'm worried about that too, because, it looks like prospects were really positive here. But then how do you reconcile, Mr. O, the clover and the moon with that?
Well, then it would say maybe that by luck, the worst doesn't happen, or luck intercedes in some form. Luck intercedes in understanding. Is this like sort of the question being unfolded, or is this more about success, right? The moon here?
The moon is about success. It can be about romance. We talked about this. It could be about employment. It's really about employment success or romantic success.
It's not like about secret stuff.
No. It's not like the tarot moon.
Right. I forgot that.
Yeah. So that's why I'm thinking here that well, I don't want to say this, but I wonder if they're really kind of more of an opportunist in love. When I'm looking at the luck here and the moon, it's kind of like they go with wherever they feel they're going to have the best
Thank you.
the best luck with. This is really a hard reading. I know what part of it is because these cards, number one, are very hard to read, with the small images on them. So I'm not pulling as much from them as I usually do, but I will say this. Either H has had a betrayal in their lives that's making them kind of, slowly coming around to the idea of sharing a joyful relationship, companionship with you, whatever. I feel hope is starting to return here. I'm not going to say they're going to abandon you, but I almost think you're going to have to come back and ask this question on another day. What I do feel here, Mo, is that fate may play a real important role in what happens between the two of you. And that's where I'm worried about this 3 of Cups in a way. Sometimes the 3 of Cups can be about a third party, like there's another person. And so if this is a relationship question, I can't rule out the fact that possibly there's somebody else involved in the picture here.
You didn't say specifically it was. You asked about their intentions, but I think we both felt that this is probably something more intrapersonal.
Yeah.
So I do feel like
especially with the cups.
Yeah, there's something really fraught here with the potential for somebody to be hurt, and it looks like it's more likely to be you. So just be careful.
Be careful if that's the case. Otherwise, like I said, it is possible that their next moves are careful. They're going slowly towards a better situation with you because they've been hurt before. And they're still not totally over what happened to them. That's the best I can make of these cards. We may have to delve into this again, Mo. I'm not sure the cards were totally clear on this one. Gee, you'd think Mercury was retrograde today or something.
I know.
Getting a lot of mixed signals with the cards.
Okay, so Estelle is up, and Estelle has already posted their question. What is Alabek's father, Babalta, his negative thoughts about me? How does he see me?
Well, I'll shuffle while you take those cards down.
Already. But it's my deck.
I know. What do I have in my hand?
Well, you can be a little snot.
Birthday girl can do what she wants.
Oh, who's giving us hearts?
Oh, where are those hearts coming from?
Where are those coming from? Who did that? Who did that? Thank you. Valentina's asking everybody to give us a like, and that was very sweet. Thank you so much.
Thanks, everyone.
It's
and
you.
Thank you, Vicky,
Thank
again.
you, Estelle.
Thank you. Somehow today I'm not feeling that amazing, or our cards are just like really throwing some curveballs here today. I don't know. It could be planetary. Remember, we're coming up on a solar eclipse right on my birthday, or thereabouts, and some of those energies can be pretty volatile.
There's another thing about her birthday, which is it's going to be the 14th anniversary of our best friend who passed away on her birthday. He was about right in between our ages, and he was our best friend for about 30 years. But he had some bad health problems, and it ended up taking him out.
I was baking my cake with my granddaughter when I got the news.
Yeah.
It's very sad.
Yeah, we always think about him at this time. We think about him all the time, really. Okay, so this is for Estelle about Alabek's father. And what are their feelings towards Estelle? Okay. So there is, whoops, get my screen right, the Chariot, and it's reversed. The Three of Coins, which is also reversed. And Judgment reversed. So, right off the top, I don't think that Alabek's father had a good opinion either of you for whatever reason. It seems like they had expectations for you or for their son.
Which is that one again?
That's the... I'm sorry, the Chariot reverse.
Oh, yes. Okay.
So I almost get the feeling like they felt that you weren't matched for them because they didn't feel you had a complementary energy to his. They wanted you to be more of something that he wasn't to complement him. And maybe you two were too alike or something like that. Maybe he felt, Three of Pentacles, that you weren't as hardworking as he was, or you weren't hardworking enough to compliment for him, or maybe he felt that you weren't exactly part of a team process. Marriage is a team, and or in-laws too. So these maybe what those feelings were. That is Judgment reversed.
That's right.
And so maybe they also felt too that from some sort of maybe spiritual or religious idea, they didn't exactly feel you fit in too. But all those cards to me kind of smack of the sense that they didn't feel you fit in or that you contributed something that was going to be more complementary to Alabek and that relationship.
Well, so I feel like the father wanted this to end. The Chariot's about a full stop. Or maybe he wanted just to put a stop, make sure this didn't go too far. And what is that one again?
The Three of Pentacles.
Yes, and I was going to say why. Thank you. I was going to say it's because he really didn't feel like you were an equal partner with, or, could match his son on even terms. And
Judgment.
With Judgment here, he was overly critical. I'm not going to say that, that this was necessarily right. Really, when, I know you've been asking a lot of these questions about how they felt about you, and you got to remember, it's just their feelings. That doesn't mean that's really who you are.
Right.
That's just how they felt, and I'm telling you, I think something else might have been involved in this.
Okay, so that's the key. And the key is the garden.
I feel here that other people may have influenced your father or his father. Other people may have had influence. The garden can be about socializing, networking. It's also about parties and stuff where people get together, where people sit down and talk to one another. And so that's why I'm wondering here when I see that, the key being the garden, is it because other people were influencing him to feel the way he did?
And we know that you talked about Malika as also sort of having influence there too. So Malika could have been the person that influenced Alavek's father, for all we know, or a part of that process.
So it seems like, there's more than one factor here with some of the stuff we've been, you've been analyzing this for some time now, and it just seems as though there's been a lot of outside influence that also, made the parents, tell Alabek, to go a different direction. That's what it looks like to me, that it just seems like there was a lot of outside interference here. And he formulated his own opinions, but it may have been swayed by what he was hearing from others.
Right, and as you mentioned, the mom and the friends, because you mentioned Alabek had some friends that you feel may have been influential too.
So that's what it looks like. It's kind of reinforcing a few things, I think we've said. So it makes sense in a way.
Right, and it sort of shows that the father maybe had the most heavy role in the sense of ending it, which, you expect that of the father of a family, perhaps.
So I don't know if they just didn't feel like you were, going to play the right role in the relationship for their son. The Three of Pentacles is about how you gel and click and work together as a team. And that could be in a business sense, but it really could be in a personal sense in your interpersonal relations too.
Yes, it looks that way, and I'm sorry that is the way it is. That's probably the thing. That just you didn't have a chance to be able to represent yourself at all in a good way. But
as much as you can think about how much this misrepresented you, that's not who you are. Right. And so therefore, you were never meant to fit in here with people who truly didn't appreciate you for who you are. So you really are meant to be somewhere else in life, and I hope you find that. I truly hope you find that because you deserve that. And I wish you luck along your way, Asel. Good luck with that.
Good luck, Asel. Okay, is it Anthony?
I think so. Yep. Hey, Anthony.
Are you still here?
It is so good to see you. Sorry we haven't had time to chat.
You're welcome, and we'll see you again.
Take care, Asel.
So for other questions about relationships, listen to my reading tomorrow. It could be very interesting. I also give out some affirmations for people who are having emotional situations they want to have clarified or strengthened. There's Anthony.
Gotcha, Anthony. All right.
Okay, will it be resolved in the next week? How do you want to do that?
Well, I'm going to just do a 3-card and let's see what we get.
We have those timing things too, though, right?
Well, yeah,
maybe
but
next
he's
week
asking specifically about the next week,
okay.
So I don't think that's good here. Let's just see what we get.
Aw, shucks. You were here on Sunday. We couldn't believe how massively busy we were. It was so crazy.
It was so crazy. It was. We had to start reading one card for people at some point, and it was just, even, Violet couldn't keep up.
I know. It was just, wasn't like
maybe
over
that's
20?
why she's gone today.
I know. She's probably scared.
But it was pretty pandemonium.
Because normally we're doing like 18 or 19 in a 2-hour spread on Sunday.
I think we had like 25 or 28
we went
people
up
show up.
over 2 dozen. Yeah, it was pretty wow. There's
The price of success, I guess. No, we're so thrilled, you know. We may have to eventually do things differently so we can read for more people, but we're just going to have to see how it goes. That might have been a fluke. We never know.
They are pretty much for us the busiest.
Ah.
Okay, ugh. Well, not a total ugh. But maybe in terms of your question, I don't know. The Wheel of Fortune is reversed.
You will not believe this.
It's not an anchor because it's not the Lenormand.
Not yet, anyway.
Oh, I know what it is, right? 5 of Swords. Okay, it's the devil, right?
No. It's another 5. And it's upright.
5 of Pentacles. Ow.
Well, where does it hurt, Anthony? You should have came to our unhappy hour today.
So over in Lenormand, we have Fish and the Lady. And of course, the lady could be an actual woman, you may know. It could also be somebody, just a person in general.
Boy, oh boy, you know, it's the wheel is spinning in the opposite direction on this question, Anthony. And I'll tell you why. It's that darn card right in the middle there, the 5 of Swords. You may have heard us talk about the 5 of Swords in the past. The 5 of Swords is just like a no-win situation. What kind of conflict is this? Hopefully somebody will come out. It just seems like both sides are very unhappy right now. And, you know, each one feels that they're being left out in some way.
Yeah.
So I guess if there's any hope of resolving this situation, people have to feel that they are being represented, you know, and that their concerns and their needs are being represented. And I don't know, there may be a woman who's playing a major factor here.
Arbitrator or something.
I don't know. The fish is usually about money and abundance. But in this case, I could say that, you know, this is an abundance of trouble right now. It just seems like this conflict is pretty heavy.
The Wheel of Fortune reversed, in reference to your question, just seems to indicate that some of these issues maybe will spin a little bit more out of control, perhaps. And like she said, the 5 of Swords, it's never good, upright or reversed. It always says that maybe somebody is willing to bring a grenade launcher to a knife fight, you know, that kind of thing. That somebody is willing to overclass their sense of opponent.
As opposed to trying to resolve things.
Right. And of course, it's like what she said. Each side feels that maybe they're not really being heard there. But one side maybe is willing to take it to another level, and we don't want that to happen necessarily.
I guess what I see here and what I'm thinking maybe there's somebody on the outside of this, or you need somebody to intervene.
Arbitrator.
An arbitrator, or just like I said, a manager, whatever the case may be. Somebody needs to intervene who could maybe bring something else to the table. You know, maybe some other thoughts or ideas that the opposing parties can't seem to see for themselves.
Well, the fish would be the symbol in that sense of like this is what everybody wants. This is the common good here. The fish in the sea, you know, there's so many of them. Mm-hmm. It's the common good. Somebody, whether it's a woman or a man or whoever or whatever it is, could be the person that could help. Some outside person, somebody who's not necessarily attached to either side, if that was actually possible.
So, you know, oftentimes when you get the wheel, even reversed, we can say that, you know, sometimes this has just got to play out. You know, there's no other way but that it's got to play out. However, yeah, we got to tone it down. The whole thing has to be toned down. And that's why I'm thinking here, maybe somebody on the outside who doesn't have that deep of investment in it or is not that involved in it, who can really bring perspective to both sides, might be useful.
There's something always calming about the fish in a way, even though it represents, other things too.
True.
Because when you think about it, most of these Lenormand cards show goldfish. And what looks more content than a little goldfish just swimming around in its pool? It doesn't got nothing to worry about. That's where you want to get back to.
Wow, that's what we have for you. Sorry I don't have better news on that.
So It looks like it's going to be a nail biter, basically, and hopefully it may end by next week. But I also have a feeling like maybe it might not end exactly neatly in that time frame.
Sounds like a bit of high drama.
Yeah. Sorry.
Good luck with that. All right.
Oh, wow, HR. Well, maybe therefore you can get somebody who can arbitrate.
HR, I don't know.
Well, yeah. Wait, why did I say that? My own experience with HR didn't work out the way I wanted it to.
I never feel good about bringing HRs into anything, but you just may be at that point where you're going to need that, like it or not. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, thank you, Valentina. That's sweet.
For my Valentina, that's very sweet of you. All right, Valentina, you are up.
Thank
Go
you,
ahead
Anthony.
With your question, and thanks for stopping in, Anthony.
Let us know,
of
course.
I want to know how the fur flies.
Oh.
Oh my goodness.
All right, Valentina. So, did you want a general reading? What are we doing?
She says, love any reading. Do you just want a general reading, Valentina?
I don't remember if you had a question. Here's your chance. You're welcome, Anthony.
You're welcome, Anthony. Hopefully we'll see you soon.
We know. Thanks. Appreciate that. Oh, I see. Any message from Spirit. So we can do the 3 cards, right?
Yes, we'll do that.
So
Okay.
we're going to use our new reading style. And I'm using, once again, the Star Spinner. And it's 9:06, just right in time. Everything's wonderful, Valentina.
Right on time.
And no, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. And I really appreciate all the nice things you said tonight.
Everybody's been great in the chat today. Thank you so much for your patience with us. Yeah, I know we didn't have
Thank
a
you,
lot of good
Victoria.
news today for people, and some mixed messages. These cards, like I said, feel like there's some astrological stuff going on here.
No, we're doing the message from Spirit, okay? That's what you asked for first. That's okay, right?
Well, either way, she said
Okay.
general then, so
Okay, so then I'm not doing the 3.
let's do general.
Okay. So our first card is the Knight of Cups.
Ooh.
But
But
it's
reversed?
Sorry, trying to get the camera there. That's followed by the 9 of Cups.
Upright.
Upright. And then the Chariot upright.
Oh.
Wow. That's kind of a wow. They're
Well, let's
pretty.
see what we have here. Let me get the Lenormand first before we start. You can think about it a minute there. The Ways, which is the crossroads. That's come up a few times. Oh. And the cross. Well, that's okay, because I almost feel like the cross is fitting in with this Knight of Cups reversed here. Valentina, I feel there's been a sense of disappointment or loss or sorrow in your life, that you've been working your way through. And I really feel here you are moving towards a more positive path, because you got the cross here. The cross this is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about moving a better way. But this too, because the cross by the ways is saying that I think you're trying to work your way through emotional difficulties and finding with a better path forward, choosing a better path forward. You're done with sorrow and disappointment in life. You are going for things that truly fulfill you now. These are things like your wish, your desires, what you're really passionate about, and you have a chance of succeeding at it. But if you bog yourself down too much in disappointment and loss instead of the positive, it might be a little bit harder going for you getting there. However, you have the Chariot here, and it seems to me you're very motivated right now to make some changes in your life and to make good things happen.
So I feel, looking at these cards, that maybe you do come from a past that did have its own share of heartaches or heartbreaks, maybe a relationship that didn't work out, although it should have. Maybe it was a long relationship and it ended disappointingly. But you are undaunted. That's the Chariot. You are undaunted, and you want to move towards re-engagement with a loving world, whether it's moving towards actual relationships or just sort of seeing yourself in the world, reflecting back the love you feel for things and feeling it coming back to you. And so I see that it also really pertains with these guys too, because like I said there, you know what it's like to have been disappointed, to feel sorrow or heartache, but you're undaunted. You still want to walk that road. You still want to move that direction. And so I feel, as a general reading goes, this is mostly about your emotional life, the feeling that you want to engage and be happy with people again. You may be now, but maybe this is just reflective too, that you see yourself always spiraling upward, going towards a higher chain of events, or whatever you want to call that.
Well, I'm not tied into it being emotional or relationship oriented per se, but I do feel it could be, because it is whatever will bring you fulfillment right now, and happiness and joy. And if that's, in your interpersonal life, that's fine. If it's in job or career or goals, ambitions, dreams that you have, I think you're ready to go for it. You are definitely ready to go for it. You're leaving paths that may have not been that fruitful or happy behind now, and you're moving towards more positive things. That's just what I see. So it looks good. I mean, really overall, it looks good.
Glad you waited. I hope it worked out for you.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, you got a good reading tonight, which was hard to come by.
I know. We
had to give out some tough readings here. I never like to do that, but I just got to do it.
But we don't shirk from that. Some people will say, like, oh, I can't ever predict whatever it is. And we're not necessarily going to shirk from that.
No.
We may be able to put it in a context that really is the best one for you, or that we hope is.
But if you come to happy hour, you're always guaranteed a positive message at happy hour, because that's what it's all about. Happy hour Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we just pull one card, a single positive message from Spirit. So all are welcome, and we try to leave everybody in a good frame of mind to face their week ahead. So that's happy hour.
Oh, Victoria and Valentina, those are so sweet. Thank you so much for saying those things. Give Toby some little kisses from us. Hey, Victoria,
get out while the getting is good. We will see you soon. Thank you so much. We really appreciate you. And Anthony, good to see you.
Good to see everybody.
Yes, Anthony, you might need it. After that, maybe you want to avoid unhappy hour for a while.
Tomatoes,
but unhappy hour might help you figure out how to deal with situations like that.
There you go.
You never know. So, all right, everybody. Hey, it's been a great night. Want to thank everybody for being here again. And hopefully we'll see you all real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.